Chapter 1. A sinister alliance. Light Yagami, known as Kira, had reached the pinnacle of his career as the self-proclaimed god of his new world. With the Death Note in his possession, he had executed countless criminals, leaving society in awe of his power. However, amidst the chaos, a new adversary emerged, V, a vigilante and symbol of rebellion. Unbeknownst to Kira, V had been observing his actions, studying his methods, and waiting for the right moment to strike. V saw Kira as a threat to freedom and justice, a dangerous force that needed to be stopped. The cat and mouse game between the two intellectual powerhouses began. Chapter 2. The first move. V decided to make his presence known. Through his intricate network of allies and informants, he sent a public message challenging Kira's authority. The message spread like wildfire, creating a storm of curiosity and fear among the masses. Kira, always one to accept a challenge, responded with a video message of his own, warning V of the dire consequences that awaited him. Chapter 3. The game begins. Both Kira and V were aware of the other's intelligence and cunning, making it a battle of wits like no other. Kira, confident in his ability to manipulate events, began using his power to eliminate those who supported V, hoping to weaken his rival's position. He believed that by eliminating V's allies, he could isolate and defeat him. Meanwhile, V employed his vast knowledge of government systems, cryptography, and psychological manipulation to counter Kira's moves. He started leaking information about Kira's true identity, sowing seeds of doubt and confusion among Kira's followers. The world was divided, torn between the fear of Kira's wrath and the hope of liberation that V promised. Chapter 4. The turning point. Kira's arrogance, however, proved to be his downfall. In his quest for total control, he underestimated V's ability to adapt and improvise. V launched a meticulously planned assault on Kira's headquarters, infiltrating his inner circle and exposing the truth to his closest confidants. The revelation shattered Kira's carefully constructed facade, leaving him vulnerable. Chapter 5. The final confrontation. Kira, consumed by anger and desperation, set a trap for V. He used his remaining resources to lure V into a confrontation, confident that he could outsmart his adversary once and for all. But V, always one step ahead, anticipated Kira's move. As the two stood face to face, the tension in the air was palpable. Kira, fueled by his god complex, taunted V, ridiculing his ideals and the very notion of justice. V, on the other hand, remained calm and composed, his enigmatic smile never fading. Chapter 6. The ultimate sacrifice. In a moment of recklessness, Kira revealed his true identity to V, convinced that he had won. But V, driven by a higher purpose, was willing to make the ultimate sacrifice. He activated a hidden explosive, engulfing them both in a blinding explosion. Chapter 7. Winner and loser. The explosion sent shockwaves through the world, ending the reign of Kira and V simultaneously. The world, now free from the clutches of both vigilantes, was left to rebuild and find its. Chapter 7. Winner and loser. The explosion sent shockwaves through the world, ending the reign of Kira and V simultaneously. The world, now free from the clutches of both vigilantes, was left to rebuild and find its own path. In the aftermath of the explosion, the authorities discovered the charred remains of Kira and V. The news of their demise spread quickly, bringing a mixture of relief and uncertainty. The people, who had once been divided, now faced a void left by the absence of their polarizing figures. As time passed, the world began to heal. The memory of Kira and V remained etched in the collective consciousness, reminding the world of the dangers of unchecked power and vigilantism. A new era of balance and justice emerged, with institutions and individuals striving to create a fair and equitable society. Kira's followers, disillusioned by their fallen idol, dispersed into the shadows, their faith shattered. Some sought redemption, working to make amends for their blind devotion. Others simply faded away, their dreams of a perfect world shattered. V's legacy, on the other hand, endured in a different way. His actions had sparked a flame of resistance, inspiring individuals to question authority and fight for their rights. The symbol of the Guy Fawkes mask became a rallying cry for those who believed in the power of the people. In the years that followed, V's ideals and methods were debated and analyzed. Some saw him as a martyr, a symbol of freedom who sacrificed himself for the greater good. Others criticized his methods as extreme and dangerous, arguing that true change could only be achieved through peaceful means. Ultimately, the world had no clear winner or loser in this battle of wits. Kira and V had both been driven by their own convictions, albeit in radically different ways. Their clash had forced society to confront its own flaws, to question the limits of power and the nature of justice. Light Yagami, the once mighty Kira, had fallen victim to his own hubris. His thirst for control and desire to play God had clouded his judgment, leading to his ultimate downfall. In the end, he became a cautionary tale, a reminder of the dangers of absolute power and the corruption it can breed. V, on the other hand, had fought for a cause he believed in, even if it meant sacrificing himself. His legacy lived on, inspiring others to challenge authority and fight for a better world. While his methods were controversial, his unwavering commitment to justice left an indelible mark on history. The battle between Kira and V had forever changed the world. It had exposed the flaws in both extremes, teaching society the importance of balance, compassion, and critical thinking. In the end, the true winners were the people themselves, who learned from the mistakes of their fallen idols and strove to create a world where justice and freedom could coexist. If you enjoyed this audiobook, hit that like button and subscribe to the Platinum Wave for more awesome content.